Hey everybody, this is Michael from Barton Musical Circuits, and this blue module here in the middle is the dual AR generator that I'm here to show you today. This is two channels with two inputs, one output on each. There are attack and release knobs, that's what AR stands for, and then this slow toggle on each one, which sets it from being an envelope that you might use for a single note to being an envelope you'd use for a whole measure or a whole section of music. And I was going to make a little patch to show you how it worked. The inputs, gate and trigger. Trigger, it's just going to react to the initial impulse of whatever signal you're putting in there, and it should be like a square or a ramp or something with a very sharp increase. And then the gate, it is going to hold the output at its highest level until the gate goes low after the attack phase is done. Another thing to note about this module is that it is set up so that a new envelope will not trigger until the attack phase is finished. So you can actually use your attack time to kind of divide a clock. And I'm going to set up a little patch to demonstrate this. This is really similar to the one I used in the MP3 demos, but I'm going to start by setting up my sequencer here, and I labeled this in a way that's hard to read. There we go. Now, if I was smart, I would have grabbed all my chords before I started talking. I'm going to take the outputs of my sequencer to the AR generator. So this gate out, we're going to take that to channel 1 and put that to the gate input. And that is going to control the output of our VCA. And then we're going to take the trigger out and take that to the gate input of channel 2. Or let's do it to the trigger input. It shouldn't really matter because it's going to be a very short pulse anyways. And then let's patch our audio through. And then let's patch the output of channel 2 to the CV input of this Salon key voltage controlled filter. And the output of that filter is going to be going to our VCA, and then the output of our VCA is going to go to our recording device here. And then I'm going to make I've got the VCO down here is in another cabinet, but I've got my 1 volt input and my ramp output, and I'll patch the 1 volt input to the auto sequencer, and then the ramp output to our filter, and we should hear some sound when I put this in. So that's just me adjusting the release times on both. Let's set it so it's a short release and a little bit of a longer attack on the filter. And I'm going to increase that attack time to where it's dividing the input clock. And then another thing I wanted to show you was you can actually send two inputs to these. So I'm going to set this release time to really low again, and grab a patch cable, and I'm going to actually patch the other output of my LFO to the trigger input of the one controlling the VCA. And we should start hearing some weird kind of double triggers and slightly, I don't know if you'd call that really a polyrhythm, but some weirdness. Oh, let me show you the slow mode too. So let's take that out. Let's get a new sequence. And instead of patching to the trigger, I'm going to patch to the end of sequence for the VCF. I'll speed this up a little. Now let's raise the attack time. I just realized I'm putting my hand in front of the camera a lot, so I should be narrating what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm not sure if there's anything else to show y'all, but thank you for watching. I'm also doing an explainer video on how this works electronically, kind of going through the schematic. And hopefully that's helpful for people who are curious about that stuff too. And yeah, thank you for watching.